Welcome to the Metaphysical Manifesting Podcast with intuitive lightworker, national speaker, metaphysical teacher, and best-selling author Lisa Kessler. What is it you want to manifest? Are you looking to increase your income, change careers? Maybe you want to manifest a new home or a new car. Are you ready to bring love into your life? You have come to the right place.
Hello, everyone. I'm so glad you're here with us today. I had a great question come in, and if you guys ever have a question you'd like me to talk about on the podcast or get a guest to talk about on the podcast, down in the show notes, there is a link to send me your questions or your success stories, and I would love to hear from you. But anyway, we got a question, and I thought it was worth talking about. They asked, how do you make room for miracles? And I talk about making room for miracles a lot, but I thought it would be worth going in and taking a deeper look. So first off, what do I mean by making room for miracles? For me, when I work with manifesting clients and we talk about these things, it comes down to not micromanaging the outcomes. When you surrender the outcome to the universe, you are basically telling the universe, this is my intention. This is what I want the outcome to be. I want more joy. I want more abundance. I want more love, whatever it is you're trying to manifest. But then you build up why you want it. That's your passion, so that you can overcome all those obstacles that might jump up as you get going down your path. But then you release the outcome to the universe. You are open to whatever is for your highest good. This is how you make room for miracles. So typically, and I struggle with this too, but fear comes creeping in and we suddenly need to know the outcome. We need to know how it's going to work out. How will this money show up? How will I get this job? And we end up running ourselves ragged trying to force something to happen. And when we do that, we have no way of knowing all these miracles that the universe has already had in motion. I'm always reminding people that your dream is manifesting already, even if you can't see it yet in your physical, circle, in your bubble, because there are so many things that are happening, little dominoes dropping in your favor for your highest good, and you can't even see them yet. So when suddenly we fall into fear or uncertainty, or we lose faith and we lack trust in the process, then what happens is we actually start forcing our will, which it lowers our vibration into fear, but it also creates like this energetic, like a force field kind of that limits the potential of what we could manifest if we were open. So the magic of letting go, it doesn't mean giving up on what you want, but it means releasing how it can show up. Because when you do that, you allow for the universe to bring you something that you didn't even know to wish for, right? It could be a brand new job that you didn't even know would work out for you. So you hadn't even applied, but somebody else calls you and says, hey, I saw this and I think you'd be perfect. And then you're brave enough to go, okay, universe, I see what's happening. I'm going to take action, right? That's the other thing, is you have to be present enough to notice when a miracle's walking in, and don't let fear steal it from you. Take that leap of faith. It wouldn't have come into your circle if it wasn't for you. So that's what I mean when I'm saying that, you should make room for miracles. You are giving up all of these for certain outcomes that you think is how it should show up. So that is not easy. And I struggle with that too, because I tend to be a worrier. And so I'm like, well, what's plan B? What's plan C? And when I catch myself in those spirals, these are some tips I can offer you that help me, and hopefully they will help you too, is have a good affirmation that you can go to, so that when you recognize that your mind is spinning, some people call it monkey mind, or squirrel, your brain is just trying to work out this puzzle, but the universe has already been working on it for you. So don't muck up the progress. So I have an affirmation where I just quickly tell myself, everything is in divine order. It's all for my highest good. And for me, that really mellows out that panic, that fear that has crept in. Another thing you can do is come up with an affirmation that works for you. Everything is working out for my highest good. I am abundant and loved. I am worthy of success, whatever that affirmation is for you, but it should be something that's easy for you to remember. And you practice. When you notice that your mind has taken off on a different path, that's when you will say your affirmation. Maybe tape it to the bathroom mirror and say it every time you're brushing your teeth. But those kind of affirmations really help. Another thing that can help in releasing control is making a little, like letting go ritual. When you feel the fear coming up, write down all of your worries on a piece of paper or a few slips of paper and then burn them. Let them go. You are releasing them to the universe, right? Let go and let God, that kind of thing. So burn them up and let them go. Hand them over to the universe. These are my worries. I'm letting them go. That's a great, and that's a visual ritual. You can see the smoke going up. So it really helps to, again, release that feeling that you have to work this out because the universe is working it out on your behalf. I promise. Even when you're frustrated and you feel like, oh, it's not working. I have seen so many clients that everything worked out. And when they look back, they're like, oh my gosh, thank goodness that it worked out the way it did, right? I'm sure you can think of times in your life where something, that you were so disappointed that it didn't work out. And then 5 months, 6 months down the road, you look back and you're like, whoo, I dodged a bullet, right? So remember those things, maybe journal about them so that the next time that disappointment starts to creep in, along with it brings its best friend, fear, you can reread these things and go, oh yeah, I remember when this miracle walked through my door. Oh yeah, I remember when I was disappointed at that, but it turned out to be a blessing. So keep those handy. Those help as well. And one last thing I would say is set intentions, not rules. So intentions are very expansive. So it's not like goals and action steps. I have nothing against goals and action steps. In fact, my grandfather was an entrepreneur and we lived by goals and action steps, which do get tasks done. They don't get dreams manifested. So when you are manifesting a big dream, you need to let go of, perfect goals and action steps because your dream could be even bigger than what you imagined. And I'm going to put a link in the show notes, but I have a success stories page on my website where you can hear from actual people where a miracle walked in, like Netta walking after 9 years in a wheelchair. Someone else who was stuck in a horrible marriage and suddenly in 12 weeks, she had a divorce with everything she wanted. And now she lives in another state in her first home that she bought all on her own. There's just people who wrote books and got them published. So go listen to those because when you hear someone else's success story, it gives you confidence to release the outcome that maybe something even bigger than you dared to dream for can walk through your door. That helps a lot too when the fear comes up. So check out that link down below. And certainly if you need extra support, that's what a manifesting coach does. And I would love to help you. So that link is down below too. And please let me know in the questions. If you have any other questions, I would be happy to talk about it on the podcast. I am sending you guys so much gratitude for listening today, and you deserve the life of your dreams. 2025 is right around the corner. Let's do this.
Thanks for listening to the Metaphysical Manifesting Podcast with Lisa Kessler. If you have questions or comments, or if you'd like to work with Lisa to manifest your dreams, you can connect with her through her website at metaphysicalmanifesting.net. That's also where you can claim your free weekly tarot reading and manifesting tips. Make sure you subscribe or follow the Metaphysical Manifesting Podcast on your favorite podcasting site so you never miss another episode. As Lisa likes to say, we can make magic when we bring the universe into the equation. Remember, you don't have to do it alone. If you'd like more information about Lisa, Metaphysical Manifestation Mentorship, or the Manifesting Magic Mastermind, visit her website at metaphysicalmanifesting.net.